Hey guys, welcome to another episode of my $499 Jeep. Today's episode I'm going to be fixing a brake leak that has popped up. The rear brakes, there's a leak somewhere in between. So the rear brakes are not working. There's a leak right underneath the back of the driver's door. So I'm thinking that the metal line has got a rust hole in it or whatever. We really need to get this thing cleaned up and hopefully on the road tomorrow. So I'm going to start by fixing a leak right down there, and then we're going to see about getting this thing inspected and drive it to the car wash and get it cleaned. So yeah, that's what I got going on today in this episode. All right, it kind of looks like it's gonna rain, so I really need to move my car inside. So I've got my 65 Mustang here. I'm sure y'all might remember it. It was on an episode of Junkyard Digs where we got it running again for the first time. Did y'all know if y'all have too many keys on a keychain, the weight is actually bad for the ignition cylinder? I know it. Hadn't stopped me yet. I got an exhaust rattle I'd like to figure out eventually. I know my neighbors love me. Woo! Why is it so smoky? I don't know why I keep doing it. It's always a bad idea because the garage stinks so bad. Oh, I love my Mustang. Alright, now getting to work. Let's see what we got. I don't see nothing yet. I guess I'm gonna have to pump the brakes and see what I get. Hit the brakes. Oh, yeah, I made a mess. Dang. Didn't want to do that. Okay, there it is right there. Oh yeah, I can see the hole. Sure can. That's in bad shape. Alright, so I need to get a screwdriver and pop this thing out, and then I'm gonna have to cut it. So let's do that. Oh, that's easy to see. Alright, let's cut it. Normally I would use another tool, but this is going to work just fine. Get the Ow! Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to get a compression fitting. Ow! I found it. Still a little hot. So we're going to get a compression fitting for this. And we're going to put it in line and it's going to be good to go. let's go get the part. That looks like it. Alright, so you really want to clean the rough spots that I made with the grinder. I don't recommend the grinder for this because you can put like debris in the brake line, but it'll be fine. So I'm just getting some sandpaper and I'm cleaning up the surface to get it ready for this. So you see you put the nut on, and then there's a collar that you put on that's tapered. It then fits, but you got to do both sides. So you have this and this goes inside of this, and you slide it over the line. Bada boom, bada bing. And this has got a taper on the inside of it, so when you put it together and tighten it up, it causes that taper to squeeze onto the line. So I'm running into an issue with I cut it too short. There we go. But we are okay. So I probably ought to do one side first and then the other. Alright, we should now have rear brakes because we are connected. Alright, let's see how the brakes feel now. Oh yeah, they feel pretty good. I'm pretty sure we have rear brakes too. Alright, I'm going to put the cap on. And I got to see about getting this thing washed and titled and insured. Work. Now let's see if the rear brakes work. Oh yeah, rear brakes lock up. Brakes feel great. I really need to clean this windshield. Okay, so the brakes are working, feeling good. I got to do something about that rattling muffler, so I'll look into that. And I got to give this thing a good wash, so it's not going to happen today, but maybe tomorrow. I'll get her washed tomorrow. Alright, now I've got to figure out these wheels. Y'all might like these wheels, but I don't. I don't like the way they look. I don't like how far they poke out. So I think I'm good with a set of like factory style wheels. So I'm gonna get on my phone and go on to the Facebook marketplace and see if I can find a set of wheels for this thing. And I'll probably take pictures of these wheels and put them up for sale so I can maybe recoup some of my money. Punch in Jeep wheels and tires. A first thing that pops up, 250 bucks, New Bern, North Carolina. Look at that. I think I'm going to give this guy a message. Oh, I got a message. Got a message. How do I get to it? Marketplace. Jeep Wrangler wheels. All right. He gave me his phone number. I'll give him a call and see about making arrangements. Taking it right. All right, so I bought the wheels and tires for 200 bucks. Got a great deal on them. I appreciate it. Met a really cool guy. But hey, we got to get back and get these wheels and tires on so I can make it to the car wash and get this thing cleaned up. So guys, I'll see y'all at the shop. All right, I'm back at the shop. I've got the wheels in the back of my truck. We're gonna try them out on this Jeep. Hopefully I did the right thing. It's a different bolt pattern, so it won't fit. So I've got some wheels for sale, guys. Dang. Why didn't y'all tell me it wouldn't fit? Dang. So I got the tags and insurance put on the Jeep. Didn't even need inspecting because it's considered an antique at this point, at this moment. Before I take it out for a drive on this good maiden voyage, it's got about 3/4 of a tank of 5-year-old gas in it. So I am going to take out the fuel, the Schrader out of the fuel rail. I'm going to run a hose all the way to this container here, and I'm going to jumper this relay in the fuse box, and I'm going to pump out as much gas as I can, and then I'm going to go to the gas station. I'm going to put ethanol free fuel in it, about a half tank, and then I'm going to start driving it around, and we'll see how this thing does. Get it washed, you know, take it out to dinner, have a good old time. So let me get the hose and get to pumping. Alright, so there's a Schrader valve right on top of this fuel rail. I'm going to take it out with this tool. It's going to spray some fuel because I did circulate the key earlier. Oh, it smells lovely. I am so glad I'm doing this. Alright, let's give that a shot. Hopefully we don't lose a hose. All right, I got a little jumper here. And what we do is we jumper the 30 and the 87. '87, 30. And we should get fuel. Yep. Can y'all see it? Okay, so I have it jumpered. Oh. Are we out of gas already? We might be out of fuel already, so the gauge is lying. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start putting some fuel in the fuel tank because I think it's getting low. And if I start putting fresh fuel in it and it goes solid, we know that the gauge is lying.
It's solid.
Huh?
It's solid stream now.
I can't hear you. What?
It's a solid stream now.
Oh, okay. Hold that. See that green wire in the fuse box? Alright, so the gas, I put a couple of gallons of non-ethanol in there. And I'm going to go to the gas station and go ahead and put some more in it. I removed that rattly muffler. So this thing's going to have a little bit of sound. I'll just put a glass pack on it or something. So, later, buddy. So let's hop in this thing and go for a ride. Yeah, the fuel line is empty because of bleed. Yeah. Alright, put 10 gallons in it. Needle's going up. Oh, it cranked up better. Alright, let's go. gonna vacuum the leaves out of this thing because God, I've got stuff in my eyes. And we're gonna wash this thing. Get to see what it's like clean. So it looks a lot better, but it is not perfect. Unfortunately, I believe the paint is definitely compromised from sitting so long under all them trees, but it is definitely drivable. I washed out the floorboards a little bit. Got the interior nice and wet, so my butt's gonna be wet. But all in all, it looks pretty good. Nice. Alright guys, so I'm gonna go grab me some dinner, and then we're gonna go back to the shop, change the oil, and I'm gonna call it a night. That was a successful first trip. So the Jeep is looking good. Got my dinner in the passenger seat, got oil filter. I'm going to be changing the oil on this thing tonight. Got a little bit of body work there. You know, this thing has definitely seen some better days, but maybe I'll throw some wax on her, do a little bit of detailing, and it's gonna be a heck of a beach vehicle. So guys, I'm going to conclude the video here. Thanks for watching. I'm going to have my dinner, and I got to head to the Cars and Cameras headquarters in the morning and get to work. So again, guys, thanks for watching. The Jeep is awesome. Sorry I didn't do any off-roading today. Tell you the truth, I don't feel like doing any off-roading because that's why a lot of these frames on these Jeeps are rotten, because these frames are just kind of prone to rotting. And if you find one that's in good shape, they either cleaned everything out with a water hose or most likely didn't go off-roading. So I care for my stuff, so I'm not going to really do any off-roading with this thing. This is mainly a cool beach ride, whatever, with the top down. So guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all later. Happy Father's Day, Dad.